What did Daniel Cesar say when he was playing Riichi Mahjong? I just wanna chi this red 5 of bamboo. You know that my full flush is a Hanemon too. If you call a Riichi, then I will not fold. Because I'm in last place, I'll chase and be bold. Whoa, chi your red 5. Whoa, welcome back, my core to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Like, I can't go and do another take, okay? I understand that my cord ripped out of my freaking ear socket for that one, but that was it's a difficult song to play and to sing. You know, he's a Grammy Award-winning artist for a reason. Is he? He's gotta be, right? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. How have we been playing, dude? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start. Let's all hold hands around the table. Hello, Mahjong gods. It's me, your bestie. My kingdom for a tenpai. He's coming in with a salty energy today, folks. But my kingdom for an easy hand that gets us into tenpai soon. My kingdom for the strength to be able to fold when someone else calls Riichi, but we are in tenpai. But then we look and see that we have a Riichi only hand. Not even Pinfu. Lord, give me the strength to fold. Anyway, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. We just had some frozen dumplings as a nice midday lunch. I'm still on my smoothie arc. Like, don't get me wrong. I am B deep into the I'm gonna get rid of some of our redundant tiles. Very lucky to have a pair of our seat wind here. I'm still B's deep in the depression arc, but the good thing about the depression arc is that it coincides with the smoothie arc, which is honestly a much more enjoyable arc if you have to press me. It's how like the Chunin exams arc also like coalesces into the Sasuke's kidnapping arc. You know what I mean? Real internet historians / Naruto watchers will know. What was the most meaningful show to you when you were a child? For me, it might have been Naruto. Did it really teach me anything? No, but I liked the character design. I liked the world, and guess what? Call me a freaking Chinyobi, pronunciation and also spelling and also everything else. All you want. I loved Naruto. Now, what was the word that I just tried to say to absolutely no avail? There's a word in Japanese that describes a kid who thinks that life is like a shonen anime. Like if you get, like, you know what I mean? If you watch too much Dragon Ball Z, and we've all seen this happen, you might start to conjure up a Kamehameha on the playground while you're playing Foursquare, right? Like, that's possible. Oh my god, I'm Shi'ing this, aren't I? Oh my god. But, like, the rest of my hand is kind of Garbo, right? So what am I doing here? I think I'm folding twice with the south winds. Oh, but we're getting closer and closer to a tenpai. That's the freaking problem. I mean, the good news about this kind of tenpai is that this is half Suji to that 3, and there's some 7s being thrown. We can still go for all simples. It's not the perfect strategy, but it is okay. We probably could have discarded the 3 of bamboo too. It's like half Suji to this 6. Left Lord calls a Riichi as well. This feels so bad. I throw a terminal and it somehow passes. I need one of you to run off of each other so we can erase my mistakes. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Other TV shows that meant a lot to me as a child. I mean, I really liked Community when I was in high school, right? This is the time when NBC was like the hottest club in New York, structure, like, you know, in terms of storytelling, because they had The Office, Parks and Rec, and Community all going at the same time. You know, like that's the place to be. I really liked Community. I really liked Mad Men, dude. I mean, this is a little embarrassing, but Left Lord calls the run. Across Lord's emoting. That's okay. This guy's proportions make him look like he's an amalgam of 8 toothpicks. All right, fair enough. No Oradora, but that's a dealer Forehand. Holy moly. It's a dealer fake Mangan. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I mean, we had a good hand there in starting with our seat win, but there's nothing that we can particularly do about it, right? I watched a lot of Mad Men, and because of that, I wore a lot of collared shirts. You know what I mean? I think in high school, I was so desperate for, I mean, attention, number one, but number two, I was so desperate for people to take me seriously like I'm an adult, that I would just wear a lot of collared shirts. You know that, you know, me and my mom rolling up to the Banana Republic outlet mall or outlet store. I'm picking up clothes from the clearance rack, just anything that fits. Wore a lot of pastel colors, even though I don't really look good. I think I look good in like earthy tones. You know what I mean? Like a green or a brown or even like a blue. All right, what is going on here? So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but dude, like I'm keeping this as a safe tile. Like this 8-9 shape is so bad, and this 5 could be so much better than this 8-9 that I don't necessarily want to let go of it. All right, I mean, our hand is getting better, but I don't necessarily want to keep like 3 pairs in our hand, no album out either. Oh, I honestly feel like my compass is off. Like, don't get me wrong. If I was having the best non-mental health like disaster week of my life, would I have been able to play this hand differently? I don't know. I honestly don't know what to tell you. But like, I feel like my decision making is just off. Oh my god, I also like completely, I started saying something in last week's video that I just straight up didn't finish. So let me, yesterday's video that I straight up didn't finish. There's one episode of Saki, the Mahjong anime, where a character says, "It felt like as my heart wavered, the tiles that I drew did too." Now, do I think that this is real? Of course not. Of course not. But deep down, do I think it's real? Yeah, dude, I think it's freaking real. Like, I think that if you're not playing Mahjong with a clear mind or like, you know, focusing on the game, you're not gonna get good results. And we are in Tenpai, and we could even pivot this to an all triplets hand if we so wanted to get a little zuzzy with it, right? Okay, right lord pawning the red dragon. They might be keeping a white dragon as a safety tile for later, or it could just well be the case that no one else has drawn it. I can't pawn that, even though it puts us into temporary Furiton, but now we're out of it. We've escaped Furiton jail, and now we can run off of the white dragon. It feels bad. If we draw like another bamboo tile, or do we pivot for the all triplets just to squeeze out some more points? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna try to take the quick dub here. Never mind. I mean, this is okay. Here's the negative Nancy way to look at it. The negative Ned way to look at it, right? Oh, other players are getting fast hands. They're Frenching on the third date, whereas I am not getting any fast hands. That's okay. The other way that we could look at it is, you know what? I'm happy to be in the Jade Room where everyone's really good at Mahjong and really good at figuring out tile efficiency, right? That's one way to do it. You know, we deserve to be here. So this person is Master 2, but they're sliding back down into Master 1. I might be sliding back. Oh, dude, same with a Cross Lord as well. They're very similar in elo, and Right Lord is hovering just around where I am hovering in the Master 1 ranks. Okay, got a good pod of gamers here. Too bad that I'm gonna win. Yeah, I know I've said this before, but I truly believe this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I mean, okay, I'm gonna throw the 2 here because I think we're still overjoyed if we draw another red dragon. There's still a chance that we're overjoyed. An 8 of circles would also kind of hit the spot here. A 6 of circles, okay. 6 of circles allows us to change this into a bulging shape. That's literally what it's called. I don't want to hear any laughter from the peanut gallery, okay? Keep in mind, on this field trip, you're not only representing yourselves, you're representing your school, so I don't want to hear any laughter. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay. The nut draw right now, if you had to press me on it, is probably like another 6 of circles or just a 4 of characters, but I don't feel good calling a single tile, like a single tile Riichi. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter what we get here, we're not calling a good Riichi. We're calling a very okay Riichi. Call me Radiohead the way that I'm doing okay Riichi. They have a... Radiohead is an American band that does okay rainbows. That did okay rainbows. Anyway, Did I tell you this much too? I discovered Radiohead at a party in college. And keep in mind, this is college in the year like 2017, right? Or like later than that, or earlier than that, probably like 2016 or 15. Keep in mind, Radiohead was very, very popular all for a long time before then, but it was the first time, and I don't know how this happened. It was the first time I heard Radiohead. You want to know how this could come to be? It's called growing up with first generation immigrant parents or 0th generation immigrant parents, right? It's like, no, they didn't know what Radiohead was. They were too busy trying to figure out, like, they were honestly busy trying to figure out like how to do Christmas correctly. Do you know what I mean? Because there's just a lot of cultural stuff that's lost in the milieu or whatever. So I didn't hear Radiohead for a long time. It was at a party with a club. It was one of the best parties that I've ever gone to because it was a group of people that were doing herbology. And that's not a euphemism for smoking the dank ganj. That is just like it was like the only thing that I remember, it was like a friend of a friend. And it was like, in this club, we own turtles. Like we care about aquamarine life. We're all biologists and some of us own turtles and we do preservation. And it was awesome. Radiohead was playing. And also I will never forget this moment. It was the best thing that anyone's ever brought to a party. Oh, hey, I brought this 6-pack. Okay, of what? Lukewarm beer? Thank you very much, Logan. But the thing that like knocked everybody's socks off was someone came in with a box of tacos from Taco Bell. It was the best day of my life. It was the best thing that anyone's ever brought to a party. I hate to impose on you right now, but what is the best thing that you have ever seen brought to a party? Because I don't know if it's ever gonna top that. We have to fold here. It's actually way too zuzzy to push with only 4 tiles left. Like maybe if someone discards, no, we can't push here. I know we lose our dealer seat, but I don't want to deal into whatever this is. 6 of circles was recently discarded. Emote all you want. I'm not gonna give you your tile. I'm not gonna give you a little Sebastian the Crab under the sea, under the river. That's not my prerogative today. Okay, 6 of characters would have been safe, but there's nothing on the table that suggests that. 5 of characters, decidedly not safe. Right Lord waiting on that young 2-5. All right. Yeah, people were definitely in Tenpai, and I can understand the trepidation to not call a late game Riichi. A late game Riichi gives other people way too much information. You're already an open book based off of your discards. Now, am I a little bit, salty as I say that? Because in my recent games, like other people call a late game Riichi and I somehow miraculously have no safe tiles? No, I'm not salty about it at all. I don't know. So here's the thing. This is a debate that was like done by a lot of League of Legends streamers. So, that's the color that this is coming from. But there's this debate that League of Legends is a 5-player versus a 5-player game. You get matched up with a bunch of random teammates, right? Would you rather have a toxic player on your team that's saying like terrible things in the chat but is really good? Or would you rather have like someone who's nice but awful at the game? And almost unanimously, people were like someone awful who's good at the game. Someone just like a terrible human being who knows how to press the R key at the right time, And I was thinking about that and I was like, you know what? If I'm really trying to climb like ELO in terms of League of Legends, sure, I'll take a terrible person with a side of hash browns. Like I'll absolutely take a terrible person. What was the point that I was making with this? Because right now it's just making me look like a terrible person. Oh right, I'm salty about Mahjong. But here's the thing. Would you rather have a Mahjong player that doesn't care when they lose or cares when they lose? Like, obviously, it would be a problem. There's extremes to this, right? Like, if I were to throw an office chair every single time I get 4th place, first of all, my budget would be gone. You know how many... Oh my god, please, give me a good tile, please. You know how much money that would be spent on office chairs? There's just too much money. Like, from a fiduciary perspective, that's just untenable. We have to fold here, right? We have to fold here. They're in 4th place. They call a Riichi. We bing fold here. We absolutely bing fold here. I'm not giving them my points. And also, if you take a look at this hand, it's, how do you pronounce this? Just really bad. Like we're so far away from any type of meaningful Riichi that it hurts my bones. And keep in mind, I think you should leave voice. The bones are their money. Okay, we're running out of safe tiles. They've discarded a 4 of bamboo though, so I can go hashtag Suji Gaming with this 1, and it's also something that they've discarded. Outside of that, let's see. We can maybe discard a 6 because we know that they don't have a 4-5, right? But they could have a 7-8. I know we see 2 7s out there. It's not that safe. That is not a safe tile either. I can't believe this. Are you seeing the Matrix? Do you have wall cheats on? Can you see through walls? What is going on here? Right Lord also doing a little bit of struggling. Is one of you, so are you the same character? Are you the same boy? So you have like brown hair and green eyes. You are a different boy than the person on your left. Okay, fair enough. Hang on. What do I discard here? Oh my God. This is gonna get me into trouble, isn't it? I think this is our safest tile, question mark, exclamation point, because we see the 3 here, so that we know that they're not on a 4-5. Now we have 5 seconds to make a decision. We need to draw a safe tile here. All the 3s? Oh, thank God. How many 3s are gone? All the king's 3s? No, only 2 3s are gone. It doesn't mean anything. Was this tile discarded? This was discarded way before they called Riichi. Now that we can go half Suji on this 3 of bamboo, I'm way happier about my current position, my current standing. I mean, so we knew that they didn't have a 4-5, and then I was looking around the table. There's some 7s and there's some 8s available, so I'm like, they probably don't have a 7-8, just based off of statistics. But this is just like spiritual statistics. You know what I mean? I'm not really pulling out my calculator and doing a 2-variable t-test. I'm doing this because there's a lot of bamboo tiles discarded when in comparison to like everything else. A lot of 3s are gone now. Oh my God. Okay. And now, did we make our own Suji? I think we made our own Suji where a 2 has been discarded and an 8 has been discarded. So we can theoretically discard this 5. I'm pretty sure. Question mark. I still think that we do this. I understand that but they could still be very well having a 7-8. I don't think that we call con. Definitely not, right? They could still sumo off of something huge there, and we don't have to discard for the rest of the game. We're so happy to get out of here alive. Watch them be waiting on the 9 of characters. I genuinely think that it's a possibility. This, honestly, it didn't seem like a very single tile. Chitoi 2 Dora on the Southwind. Holy moly. Zuzzy indeed. I would have probably thrown the Southwind if we had nothing else at a certain point, just because it's an honor tile. Holy moly. I know that that wasn't the most exciting round of Mahjong, but I honestly feel so effing alive after that. You have no idea. You have no idea how alive I feel after that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. It's an okay hand. We got a lot of triplets and pairs, so maybe we gotta go for something along those lines. We'd be so happy to draw into another East or Green Dragon or Red Dragon to start the all-you-can-pawn and Shi buffet. Okay, okay. Is it possible to get one of those camera lenses? Because right now it still feels like, and not to get too meta on this or whatever, but like, is it possible to get one of those camera lenses that makes me look closer and the wall look further away? Is that a thing that can actually happen in technology? Again, I majored in English. I have a very shallow understanding of how the world works. The Green Dragon's probably not going to come home from the war. You're looking at this hand right now and thinking to yourself, maybe we even go for a full flush in the character suit and just go like Scorched Earth, right? Discard the 6 in case anyone else needs that. Oh man, dude, I think we do it. I genuinely think that we go for it, because like what else would we ever want for this hand? Right Lord's pawning, maybe going for a small hand of some kind. I think the only way that we get excited by this hand is by going for a half or a full flush in the character suit. And we're lucky that we have 2 9 of bamboos that we can throw pretty you know, pretty safely, as they are a terminal tile. Should I have kept that Southwind earlier? I think it would have been too bold for me to go for a half flush right off of the bat, but maybe I could have seen it. I don't know. I would have to go back to the starting. Oh, I would love that, but we can't get it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, Right Lord takes it with a very fast baby hand. They threw a 5 and it was indeed from a 2-3 shape. I didn't say it out loud, but honestly, after they pawned, we should have definitely been paying attention. I mean, they pawn and then they throw a 5. That's just a 5-6-6 shape. That doesn't even tell you that much, right? All right, South 1. South 1, you say, sit down, it's just a pawn. Okay, we are going to be the dealer in South 2. That is honestly a much more important round than this one. However, it would not hurt to rack up some big points in this round. What is the goal here? Maybe some kind of half outside hand, maybe some kind of 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence is the best way to do this. Okay, that's kind of incredible. Then now with this green dragon, I think we can just start the all-you-can pawn and she buffet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 shapes though. Like, we still need something. If you're gonna press me for a tile that would be good, maybe like the 4 of characters. 4 of characters, or like the 4 of bamboo, the 2 of bamboo. All of these would be kind of nice. Again, we could have gone for some kind of half outside hand, but I don't know. We have a 2-4 shape right now. I don't necessarily want to demote it into a 1-2 shape. Could I have seen the half outside hand maybe a little bit earlier? Maybe. But I think, again, with the last hand, it's like the only reason that it seems obvious now is because of the tiles that we've drawn. But at the same time, maybe it's like a good Mahjong player would see that it was obvious even before we drew the tiles. Okay. Maybe not the best pawn. Very aggressive. We can even use the 9 of circles as our pair later in the game. Okay, that's 3 Dora. We will now be folding. We will absolutely now be folding. So they haven't discarded a single circle tile yet. And so I don't think that we're allowed to discard any more circle tiles for the rest of the game. Of course, they don't need a half flush on top of this Mangan in order to win big. But we don't want to get shadow realmed by that, right? So I think we got to play very, very careful now. The Dora was the white dragon. It gets pawned up. It definitely changes the feeling at the table, right? The temperature of the table. The good news is, or I don't know if this is good news per se, a little per se Jackson and the Lightning Thief, but a crosslord has been trying to fight for Tenpai, calling Riichis this entire game, and they haven't been able to do so. Oh, wow. I also don't want to give them their seat win, but we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. Oh, God, I don't really want to do it. I don't really want to do it. The way that I would do this is maybe if I draw another 4 or another 2 of circles, and then we have a all triplets kind of a hand. It's an honor tile. It's their seat win, but I think it's worth it to try to get into Tenpai for this green dragon. If they don't need the green dragon, they might as well discard it. 9 of characters is very lucky for us in that it's a safe tile. We got to be very, very careful. If they switch up their hand like that, but because they were keeping a safe tile for later, they are probably in Tenpai. They don't have a 6-7 and they don't have a 3-4. I'm willing to bet that because there are 3 7s on the table, they don't have a 6-7. Also, because of Suji reasons, they don't have a 3-4. Staying in Tenpai, trying to win with a 1,000 point hand. They discarded a 5 as their first tile. Does that come from a 4-5-5? I don't think so. I don't think so. You would try to keep that shape for later, right? So I don't think they have anything around this 5. And I think this is a pretty telegraphed. All right, now that opens us up if we want to, yeah, okay. What else would we discard here? The 3 of, no. 2 steps forward, 1 steps backwards, right? Like, I think we have to fold a little bit here because, again, they could be going for a half flush in the circle suit on top of everything else that they've got going on for them. So, yeah, we are going to bing fold with this 9 of circles. Right Lord hasn't discarded a single piece of bamboo yet. Okay, that's also pretty scary. Will I ever discard my green dragons? Probably not. They could very well be waiting on the green dragons, and oh my god, out like out with the 9s and in with the 2s. Okay, that's kind of amazing. 6 of characters doesn't get him into any trouble. Has anyone discarded a 6 of bamboo recently? I mean, I did, but it was like 3 years ago. 2 of characters is at least Suji to that 5. Okay, I think at this point, I mean, we don't even have a lot of safe tiles left. I think at this point, we just try to, I don't think that we can discard this. I think it is way too risky. I honestly hate you. I honestly hate you. I think the 3 of bamboo is honestly safer than anything else that we can discard. If you give me the chance to pawn a green dragon, I will take it. But I don't think that we can push with the circle tiles that we have. They have not discarded any circle tiles. Any circle tiles, right? So let's just see. Let's see if our suspicions are confirmed and that they're waiting for something in the... Wow! So it must have just not come together right now over me, right? We are in the dealer's seat. Our hand looks okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reddit update, it went okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It just must have not come together. We draw into a pair of the North Winds. That does not get my goat going. You know what I mean? What does get my goat going? I don't know, a carrot or something? I don't necessarily understand how goats function in today's workaday economy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes, but we would have to discard the East Wind in order to really push aggressively for it. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, which is very, very funny. So we have 3 pairs right now. That is not good news. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get rid of this East Wind before it causes me any damage. Oh my god. I mean, it didn't deal us in, but it has caused me a great deal of emotional damage. Now, if we get into Tenpai, do we even call Riichi? I have no idea. Dude, we don't negotiate with terrorists, right? Like, this is so scary. Red Dragon 3 Dora. That's like a Mangan in a box. Like, I think that we should maybe just start folding. I don't know. There's some... Okay. All simples? I mean, this could be all honor tiles, but at this point, if they're going to win with all honor tiles, they're going to win with all honor tiles, right? You can't just fight godlike luck. We can pawn to get into Tenpai for an all simples hand, which would not necessarily hurt at this point. Lucky in that a 9 of characters is safe. They were thinking about something, though. So with that 8 of characters discard, they might already have a 6, 7, 8 or a 7, 8, 9. Sure, I'll take the Tenpai. It's arguably terrible, but if things get really scary, we can fold with an 8 of characters. Please, I'm begging you. A 2 of circles or a 7 of bamboo. Red Dragon, at least we know, is a dead tile. It doesn't look like Right Lord is going to play any defense, so like they don't have any reason to. They have a monster hand. 2 of characters, also a safe tile. I mean, as much as I disparage the Mahjong gods for not giving me good tiles, they've come in clutch this. They've come in clutch this game. They've come in clutch this game. Oh, I'm so sorry. Red Dragon 3 Dora for a Mangan in a can. No. I think I'll win with an all simples hand. Yeah, I think we're gonna be having all simples at this table today. Can we string together enough good luck to get enough repeat counters that we can get into first? So Left Lord is in first place. They're a Mangan and some odd points away, right? So, but we are the dealer. So it's a dealer Mangan would absolutely do it. What do we do here? I think it's all simples. Maybe even all simples, all triplets. Like that is not a terrible way to think about this hand. It could also be 7 pairs depending on what we draw. It could also be all simple 7 pairs. Okay, we could Shi into another 5. We're hilariously 2 tiles away from Tenpai. 30 seconds until Mars. Yeah, very weird situation we've got going on here. A 7 of circles would also kind of hit the spot. What is that? What do we even do with that? I think I throw the 8 here. I actually have no idea what to discard at this point. So the all triplets dream is like, is anyone else starting to salivate a little at the prospect of all triplets with this hand? The hardest tile to draw is going to be another copy of the Dora, but that would honestly be the nut draw right now. I have a feeling that I should have discarded the 5 if I'm going greed mode with this hand. I have no idea what to do. Hang on. I'm going to try to collect myself so that I can play good Mahjong. All triplets is still a possibility. All simples is still a possibility. Do I want this 4 to be my pair? No, dude. I'm pretty sure, like, because we need to... I mean, all the 6s are in our possession, basically, but the 5, like, is spooky news for me later in the game. So the pair is honestly going to be our 4, right? We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, but only if we draw into a 3 or a 5. I don't think that I con that. again, we're waiting for a 3 of bamboo or a 5 of bamboo. Those are our outs right now. The nut draw on top of all of that would be a 6 of bamboo. 6 of bamboo would honestly be scrum-diddly umptious right now, and I'm sorry. You know, you might have sensitive ears. You might not be used to that kind of language, but that is the gosh darn truth. And again, some incendiary language coming out of my mouth. Okay. Do I ever pawn the 4 of bamboo? Pawning the 4 of bamboo is really interesting. Because now we're on a single tile wait for the Dora. But like, do you believe in love after love, life after love? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you believe hard enough in the Dora, surely it will come, right? Surely it comes. All right. Our crosslord calls the Riichi. We can fold here while still kind of advancing with this two of characters. After all, it's Suji Gaming. Southwind, it seems like a very, very safe tile indeed. Right, Lord? You can, I mean, they're going to sumo after I say this, don't get me wrong, but you can kind of tell that they don't have the tile flow. They haven't been able to string together a good hand this entire game. I don't know if that means anything, right? It's like, it's either they don't have the tile flow or they're having the biggest comeback of their entire life. But I don't know. I'm not that scared by them right now. Would I chi into a 5 or something along those lines? I think so. This is a little bit scary. We could deal into Right Lord here. They haven't discarded anything that shows the 8 of characters is safe. 9 of bamboo ends up passing somehow. Okay, fair enough. Eastwind is a dead tile. I'll discard that. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to having to discard this 2 of characters, right? But it's okay. It would be a kind of miracle if we. Okay, that I don't think that we can discard. How many 7s? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna discard the 2. Hang on, I'm so sorry. The 1, 2. How many 8s are visible? Only 2 8s. This is not an all my 8s gone situation. Wow, we end up drawing into the 4. 8, 8. Yeah, 8. There's 3 8s gone and there's 3 7s gone. It's not safe. It's actually still not safe for work. They didn't end up winning on it and they end up emoting. That's fine. Riichi, sumo, all simples, red 5. Fair enough. Fair enough. Who's the dope sitting in the dealer's seat? Oh, it's me. And now I'm almost in 4th. Okay, good. But a Mangan or a Hanemon gets us back into this game. We have our Seat Wind, which does not feel bad. We have 1 copy of the Dora. Call me Carrie Mulligan because the way I'm never letting you go. Or Andrew Garfield or Keira Knightley in an absolutely star-studded cast. Dude, you better lawyer up because I don't want to just come back for 1,000 points. I want to come back for everything. Like, we could have cheated there, right? But then what's the point? 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence? Ew. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Could be all triplets. Could be 7 pairs as well. Let's see where the tiles take us. Left Lord cheese into some kind of half outside zuzziness. They discard the Dora? You dare forsake the Dora? If you believe hard enough in the Dora, I think the Dora will just end up rewarding you. That's the truth. That's just cold and hard science. Oh my god, if you believe hard enough in the Dora will reward you. Okay, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai for 7 pairs. However, if the North Wind comes out, do we just start blasting? So anyways, I started blasting him. Sea Wind all triplets? That doesn't seem that bad either. Okay. That makes a very easy discard for us, although the 5 is not that safe either. Holy moly. Left Lord's looking like they got a really scary flush going on in the bamboo suit. That's honestly very, very scary. Are they in Tenpai? Oh my god, they might be in Tenpai. This love has taken liftoff on me. I'm so scared of losing. Please, not like this, dude. Not like this. I just forsake the Dora. If I draw another one, at this point, I won't even be that mad. That's just poetic justice. I regret ever opening my mouth about tile flow. Like, dude, even if we played quote unquote perfectly, I don't think that we would be able to, I don't think that we'd be able to be in Tenpai, right? Like, we haven't missed any early Tenpais. We haven't, like, misplayed to that heavy of a degree, right? All right, this is looking okay, but I don't think that we can discard the 6 of circles. There's nothing that's safe around the 6 of circles. Maybe if they discard a 3 and someone else discards a 9 in this round. Yeah. Our crosslord's emoting. They're getting into some psychological warfare. Can't blame them. You got to take what you can get in Riichi Mahjong. Oh my god, I'm going to be in last. Okay, here we go. We need a big hand, right? Baby hand gets us into third, but a big hand gets us into first. The Dora is the 6 of circles. White dragon, red 5, Dora is a really big possibility. That's only 3 Han though. We need like Riichi on top of that for 4 Han. Yeah, okay, but like what if I don't want to do that? 3 Han direct hit might still get us there. We also don't know where this knight could take us. We don't know what the Facebook could be yet. We should have gone for all triplets. I'm an absolute gosh darn fool. Oh man. We need to draw like so many tiles around the Dora. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8 is maybe our best chance of winning like huge mode. All right. Anyone else seeing our hands value dripping down the drain right now? Okay. You want to know what gets us out of this? A con. If we draw into another white dragon, that could honestly help us out a lot. The Aura Dora would have to be the green or the red dragon though, and give us 4 Han. I mean, that's extremely unlikely. How do I feel about holding this red 5, which is basically a ticking time bomb because of its proximity to the Dora later and later into the game? Or, you know what, dude? We could just fold right now and pray that the dealer wins. Or we could go for greatness. Or we could honestly go for greatness. 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence is honestly still a possibility. Like, if we win this hand, I mean, oh no, dude, because if Right Lord wins this hand, the game is over and we lose. We just straight up lose. You know what I mean? So we have to go small mode. We have to go small mode. Like, dude, I understand there's a time and place for greatness, but like, Right Lord is about to eat up our lunch if we don't play this carefully. Big hand, 2 Dora, Sea Wind, Prevalent Wind. Better gamer chair wins. B word. Better gamer chair wins. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. Oh, what? I can't hear you. We're rising up through the ranks, even though my elo looks like the stock price of Enron towards the end. Oh my god. That game was... Dude, where did our easy hands go? I mean, there's no such thing as an easy hand in Riichi Mahjong, right? Like, I think that I'm just missing a little bit of, you know, because the personal life isn't going super hot right now. So I think I'm missing some of that killer instinct, that, like, competitive drive. To enjoy the knife fight that is Riichi Mahjong. So this is Riichi Pinfu. All simples. Honestly, really good hand. It gets chased by Right Lord. Pinfu, but you wait on a terminal tile. It's not terrible, and you get to chase the Riichi with a good tile, right? So I understand the chase. It's not terrible. What happened here? Wow, 3, 4, 5. So you get into Tenpai here by throwing the 4 of bamboo, but the 4 of bamboo deals into someone. Who? I honestly have no idea. Probably not Right Lord. Probably Left Lord. The one I have no idea. They have a 2, 3, 4. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. What do you discard here? What? No. Nar, dude. Nar. If you throw this, you have a 3, 3. You're waiting on a... oh, you're in Furitan. Oh! Because if you discard this, you'd be waiting on a 3, a 6, or a 9, but you've discarded the 9 already, so you'd be in a Zuzzy Furitan situation. I can kind of understand this. Maybe you draw like a bamboo tile and then pivot a little bit. 3 of characters ends up dealing in. The 4 comes from a 4, 4, 5. Okay, makes sense. A lot of exhaustive draws. What happens here? So you call a chi here? You call a chi on the red 5. No one has called Riichi yet. What? My friendo? You do not have a valid hand. What are you going for? What could you possibly... Mixed triples? 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence. The San Shoku Respecter. But like, dude, so many things have to go well for this to happen. You have 3 red 5. I mean, it's fine, but like, so many things have to go right. This is why I don't like forcing the Sanshoku. The chance that you end up in Furitan if you draw a 3 in either suit is just so high. I win a baby hand here. Oh, yeah. Oh, this hit the spot. So they did not have a good hand. What do they throw? The 7. Wow, maximum tile acceptancy. I love this, right? They can take into their hand a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, or a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or a 6. Like so many tiles get them into Tenpai now. I love it. But also we were so lucky that game. We were so lucky that game to not draw any dangerous tiles that bullied us into folding. So what do you have going on? Right Lord has called a Riichi. Do you have anything that's even remotely safe? The Dora? Wait, who discard? Did I really discard the Dora after someone called Riichi? How did that happen? It was before they called Riichi. Okay. So you're like stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Wait, the 9 was discarded, I think right before the Riichi as well. This is tough, dude. This is definitely tough. I'd probably just throw like a 9 or a 1 or like some kind of terminal. A crossroad looks like they have a lot of bamboo, so you can just bet that they have a lot of bamboo and throw the 9. They throw the 1, and it ends up dealing in, right? They somehow have a double-sided early Riichi. Honestly, that's very strong. That's very lucky for them. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed in terms of luck. And now, what happened here? What happened here? So everyone's just going for baby hands. They pawn the 4. They are in Tenpai. They discard a 5 of characters. It ends up dealing in. And honestly, I could kiss them on the mouth because if they didn't have two Dora, oh, it would have been so bad. So what were they hoping for? They were, I mean, I don't hate this aggressive push either because they were the dealer. And if you just continue running it back left and right, like you can get into first that way. I don't hate that play at all. I don't hate that play. Let this be a lesson to you. Emote responsibly. Emote responsibly. You saw what emoting did to that player that we just watched get 4th place. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, you can subscribe if you want to see more new videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Links down below in the description. You can also say hi on Discord at the VODs channel. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.